So you have several options when you're going to be taking the standardized testing required for colleges. So there's the SAT and the ACT, and what I did to prepare for those was primarily study out of a book. That's what I did and what worked for me, but I know there's definitely more options available. Like you can go like ask your librarian if they have those SAT, ACT prep books. You can like study as a group with friends. I know there's a lot of free services online to help you get practice tests, get practice problems, and have some get some experience with those so that you know the structure of the test, know how much time is granted for each section, and to like know your timing will also be very important. I know there's services on some college campuses to help get you started with test prepping, and I know there's I think it's called Kaplan College. I think it's now Purdue, and usually they'll have testing SAT and ACT test prepping pretty often, so you can always look for those, um, and just go into it with a good night's rest and with a little bit of practice, and hopefully you will feel confident enough because it's something that you should just go in with a good mindset and know the structure of the test, know the timing, and just feel good about going into it.
To prepare, there are a lot of different ways you can go. For one, there's a lot of practice questions and practice tests online that you can find pretty easily, and most of them are free. So I don't think I've ever actually bought an SAT practice like book or anything. Um, I remember there's like this daily practice test on the official College Board website where they like email you a couple questions, and then you can just spend like 15 minutes of your day practicing, and that's really helpful because then you don't have to block out a lot of hours, but it's like regular studying.
I took the SAT, and there is no real reason that I chose the SAT over the ACT. To prepare for this test, I went to the library and I borrowed various prep books and did a lot of practice tests, which I found was really helpful, particularly the practice tests that were written by College Board, just because they resemble, I think, a little bit more closely what is on the actual test.
I guess preparation-wise, I didn't take a class like some of my other classmates. Instead, I just did like practice tests. I did buy this book that a alumni from my high school actually wrote because he got a perfect 2400, and so he wrote a book on how to get a perfect 2400. And I read it. I did not get a 2400, but that's what I used to like help prepare. Yeah, just I didn't. Besides that, everything else was like free.
For me, during the college process or college application process, the big test that I took was the ACT. I mainly focused on the ACT, but I'm going to give you guys some tips that apply through both. One of my number one tips is going to be taking practice exams. As tedious as they are, the number one thing that I think gets a lot of students on the standardized testing is timing, and it's something that like you won't really understand until you practice it. The ACT especially is a very very fast-paced test, and basically they're testing your ability to do quick thinking, especially without like a calculator or trying to use it independent of a calculator. Um, it's for the math section. For the writing section, it's just quick reading and analysis. Um, but yeah, doing those practice exams will definitely help you out a lot. Another big piece of advice is like make sure that you're stocked up on energy. So because they're so long, a lot of students are like, I'll just eat whatever for breakfast. I'll just get whatever sleep I need. Just get in there. Make sure you have your energy. Make sure you have a good snack during the break. Um, Personally, I had double shot espresso and a honey bun and a granola bar. So I definitely had a lot of energy during my break. That's maybe not the best for everybody, but just consider it. Um, when you're checking the practice exams as well, make sure that you understand every question that you get wrong because they like to recycle questions. But yeah, make sure you look at the test for trends and just make sure you get your timing down.